Hey YouTube, Richician 84 here, back home from the GOAT format tournament. So yeah, I'll just do the deck profile and then talk about the tournament itself. So yeah, as you can see, I took generic warriors, and this is how I played it. I tried to get it as close as possible to how I played it or would have played it back in the day, but obviously it's not going to be 100% accurate. But this is how I would have and should have played it. So obviously, Blackluster Soldier Envoy of the beginning, Swift Guy the Fierce Knight. Yeah, I'm actually thinking about just dropping this. Shame, because I do like the card, but it's just so hard to get out onto the field. Like, why can't it be a special summon? If you don't know what it does, if this card is the only card in my hand, I can normal summon it without tributing. But again, like I said, why can't it be a special summon? That would have made it a lot better and easier to use. But yeah, unfortunately, in at least one game, it was a brick. Although rather annoyingly, I could have actually summoned it in the casual game I had with John, but Ring of Destruction just did me in. Stupid ring. And Silent Swordsman level 5, an easier main deck boss monster to bring out. Well, maybe not as easy as BLS, but still. Just didn't get to summon him at all either. Shame. Then the Fiend Mega Cyber, next best thing to a Cyber Dragon. And Goblin Attack Force, Gearfried the Iron Knight. I've always liked Gearfried. It says no to Snatch Steal and any other equips with negative effects. Blindly Lord Goblin also says no to Snatch Steal and Brain Control, actually. So yeah, a couple of 1800 beat sticks that the opponent can't take from me. Blade Knight, always good. Didn't get to summon it once though. DD Warrior Lady, Donzalug, which I made a lot of use out of. I wish it was the original print, but I'm not lucky enough. Well, I actually did used to have the original print, but I don't know what happened to it. I must have traded it a long time ago. Then Mataza the Zapper, another card that can't be affected by Snatch Steal. Then 2 copies of Command Knight. I wish they were secret rares, but and I did used to have a secret rare, but again, don't know what happened to it, so I don't remember. It's a very good card that gives my warriors a 400 point buff, and she can't be attacked if I control other monsters. And if I do manage to get 2 of them out, then that creates an attack lock. Then Cliff the Trap Remover, also really great. 2 copies of Marauding Captain, because it was semi-limited at the time. And finally, a single copy of Exiled Force. Well, it was limited, we can only play a single copy. So that's it for the monsters. On with the spells. So for spells, 2 copies of Reinforcement of the Army, because we could only play 2 back then. 2 copies of the Warrior Returning Alive, to recycle any warrior I want in the grave. 1 Allied Forces. So that's it for the warrior support. For generic stuff, Graceful Charity, Pot of Greed, Smashing Ground, Swords of Revealing Light, Heavy Storm, Premature Burial, Snatch Steal, Book of Moon, and MST. Oh shit! I forgot there were two other monsters. I also have two copies of Magician of Faith. Only non-warrior monster I control. Yeah, standard generic card to get back my spells. And what's funny is she can even help boost my warriors with the A forces, because it states that all my warriors gain 200 attack points for every warrior and spellcaster I control. So that's always good. Okay, now for the traps. Dust Tornado, Mirror Force, two copies of Sakuratsu Armor, Torrential Tribute, Barrel Behind the Door, and Call of the Haunted. Yeah, Ring, of course, only came up once. Typical. The one time it did, I didn't see Barrel Behind the Door. So annoying. That's it for the main deck. Well, the side deck I did show you earlier. So I'll just run over that real quick. It was 3 Des Wombats, and the cards I chose to put in were Mystic Swordsman level 2. Yeah, this one's seen better days. 2 copies of Prohibition, and Ceasefire, Double Dust Tornado, 3 copies of Cursed Seal, and 3 copies of Raw Decree. Like I said, it was mainly to counter any troll decks, but there weren't any. And I didn't go into my side deck at all. I didn't feel the need to. So yeah, that's it for the deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed the deck profile. I think I will probably drop Swift Gaia, most definitely. But I need to replace it with another dark monster. I'll have to figure out what, though. I mean, there's several good choices. I mean, I'm bound to have something. Yeah, I kind of wish I did have Lightning Vortex and a 3rd Sakuratsu Armor in the main deck. So maybe I can try and fit that in if I can. But anyway, on with the tournament report. So yeah, regarding how I didn't do as well as I hoped I would. Really gutted. Lost my first round, and it was a close game with Weber's 5. I probably almost had game 1, but I just bricked right at the end. Just ran out of steam, and that gave him the opportunity to win. Then game 2, I just also lost against Jinzo. So annoying. And I did have outs to Jinzo. I could easily deal with it, but I just didn't draw into them. So yeah, I just didn't draw into anything I needed. Then I had the bye again. That's so infuriating. I hate getting bye wins. I mean, yeah, it is a win, but it means I don't get to play anyone, and I'm just bored out of my mind till the next match. Luckily, I didn't have to wait that long, since the other matches ended rather quickly. Oh yeah, and there were 5 of us in total just playing in the event. Me, Weber's 5, John, Steve and Jude. And then in the 3rd and final round, I got paired against Steve. Yeah, that was quite the game. Game 1 was just nail-biting, very back and forth, and we were just holding each other back, not doing a lot of damage. And yeah, it was just insane. I used up a lot of my best cards and still couldn't do a load of damage, although I did have him down to 2 cards left in the main deck, so I almost decked him out. I didn't want to win that way, but it's something I might have needed to resort to, considering I used up a lot of my good cards, although I still had a few good cards left, like Snatch Steal, but yeah, he just drew better and turned it around. And then again in game 2 I couldn't really do much. I don't remember a lot about game 2. Oh yeah, I did 100 points of damage, that was it, and kept getting hit by Richician, which was absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, he just drew better than me. And I probably finished last, knowing my luck. So yeah, that was very disappointing. Like, I really thought my generic warriors would do better than this, considering it was one of my absolute strongest decks, like in the pre-synchro days. But I just got really unlucky. I think that's what it comes down to, really. I mean, it is a good deck, or it was a good deck, like, at the time, and it can win games, but yeah, again, I just mainly put it down to bad luck more than anything, and I still didn't get paired against Jude. What the hell? Again, like, even the goat pairings are rigged. And even in goat I scrub out. But at least the games were more enjoyable than current format Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament games, easily. And I did have a game with John, like, at the end, before I left, and he was playing Warriors as well, only his was Toolbox Warriors. I don't know if I'd consider mine Toolbox, but it's just simply generic Warriors. So yeah, it was a Warrior Showdown, which was a load of fun, despite the bullshit with Ring of Destruction. And the annoying thing is, I could have prevented that before my turn, because I had MST and Dust Tornado set, and I didn't think to flip them up. Yeah, if I did, I could have destroyed Ring and Solemn before he had a chance to use them. I mean, I don't know if it would have made a difference, but yeah, this was the game where I top decked into Swift Gaia and could have actually normal summoned it like that way, but I didn't get a chance to, all because of my stupid mistake. I really hate pre-errata Ring of Destruction, but again, that was just my fault more than anything for not using MST and Dust Tornado when I should have done. Didn't matter though, because I did get my own back by taking Blade Knight with Snatch Steal. Hey, at least I won a match. That made up for it, but that's just typical bad Yu-Gi-Oh! Luck right there. Like, why is it that I could win a casual game with that deck, but couldn't win a fucking tournament game? Again, what the hell? Oh well, I guess I'll just have to do better next time, whenever the next GOAT tournament will be. And I think think I will switch back to Dark Magician for the next one. Although I swear, if anyone banishes it with something like BLS, Chaos Sorcerer, DD Warrior Lady, or Knock, I will never forgive you. But who knows when that will be. But of course, next week, will be Yu-Gi-Oh! 2.5, although I'm kind of hesitant about going through with that, because I heard that one of my hated decks does get played in it, Prank Kids, and that's something I really don't want to deal with. And I also wonder what the odds are that Cyber Dragon will be played in the event as well, and something else that I hate. I mean, we'll see what I decide next week, but I don't know. But the fact that at least one deck that I hate and really don't like playing against gets played is kind of putting me off. Well, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, that's all I got. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya.